Like, where can I go
Anywhere
to get away from this cold? Yeah, it is bitter outside, Josh. And you know, this is going to pale in comparison to some cold that we have on the way next week. It's really only one day of the extreme cold next week, but it's going to be the coldest day of the season so far, and that day is Tuesday. Before we get there, though, we've got to get through this morning, which is very cold, as we've been saying, and of course the weekend. We now have increased chances to see some snow and possibly some accumulation, so some big changes here. For this morning, we're in a next weather alert for this Arctic blast that settled in throughout the day yesterday. Temperatures about 20 degrees colder right now than yesterday, but with the winds, it feels like between 5 and 10 degrees outside. Winds have been gusting to 25, 30 miles an hour all morning long. Tomorrow, we've got a batch of snow and rain showers coming through in the morning. Now, temps will rise a bit overnight, so ground temperatures below, or I should say above freezing when the snow comes in, so it's going to be tough for it to accumulate more than maybe a coating to an inch, but it is going to slow things down for Saturday morning. So if you have things to get to, if you have kids' basketball games, things like that, watch out for some slowdowns on the roads tomorrow morning. Sunday, we're tracking a coastal system. It may clip the coast with some snow Sunday afternoon. It's not looking like a major storm for us, but the track could still shift. So that's something we'll be monitoring closely throughout the weekend. Right now in Philadelphia, clear skies, gusty winds, and 23 feels like 11. Feels more than 10 degrees colder than it is, and you have to dress for that number because that's what your body will respond to when you step outside. Our high today is just 35 degrees. It's windy, it's cold. It'll feel like the 20s all day. More clouds tonight, and that will keep temperatures not quite as bitter tonight. We'll drop down just below freezing, and then we're waiting for this next system. This is moving through the Great Lakes in the Midwest today. You can see producing some snow showers. Relatively quick hitting batch of snow and snow showers that'll impact us tomorrow morning, but there has been in all of our recent high resolution model runs, which is what we're looking at here, you can see kind of that darker blue shading, some indication that we may get some banding. So you get an hour or two of some pretty heavy snow, and it's going to be those big fat wet flakes of snow because temperatures are above freezing. Has a tough time accumulating on the roads, but it may pile up pretty quickly on some of those colder surfaces, the grass, the top of your car, things like that, and sometimes can pull down its own cold air. So this is 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. It's snowing, 33 degrees. It's going to have a tough time really piling up and may change over to rain, especially from the city on south. Don't think you see much accumulation, if any, across South Jersey with this, but grassy surfaces tomorrow could pick up less than an inch, maybe an inch or so, just north and west of Philadelphia into the Lehigh Valley and the Poconos, generally below our winter weather advisory level or winter storm warning level or alert level. But it is going to be kind of a nuisance system that could slow you down. And if you have plans for the start of the weekend, certainly something to think about. Sunday, it's a close call. This is a coastal low that's going to brush along the New Jersey coastline in the evening. And again, if this is 20, 30 miles further inland, you'd be seeing some accumulating snow there. So this is something we'll have to watch closely, but it's looking less likely that we'll see any major snowfall with that system. What follows is we open the door to the coldest air of the season. You can see the source region for this cold Sunday into Monday up across central and eastern Canada. This all dives southward and gets here on Tuesday. When you wake up Tuesday morning, this is brutal. It feels like the single digits now. It feels like about 10 in Philadelphia. Tuesday morning, it'll feel like 3. And in the Lehigh Valley and the Poconos, we're talking below 0 wind chills. Mount Pocono could feel as cold as 15 below, and we'll have to monitor for some cold weather warnings, some of those wind chill warnings that we sometimes see when temps get quite that cold. So a next weather alert already for your Tuesday, the high just 25. Again, increased chances to see snow showers tomorrow morning. Sunday, watching the coast in the afternoon and evening. It's sunny, cold, but quiet for Martin Luther King Jr. Day. But as everybody, kids go back to school, people go back to work Tuesday, that morning is going to be dangerously cold.